Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Trevor with Ember's Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. Today what I'm doing is giving you a look at the brand new Elevation series by Napoleon. Wanted to just go over a basic tutorial on some cool features that this fireplace has to see if when you're looking at home doing your research, if this can be a good product or option for you. Stay tuned for another video. We'll have a separate video where we compare this versus Napoleon Altitude. So they sort of have two new models in the series, the Altitude and the Elevation. So we'll do a versus video, a side-by-side comparison. But for the sake of this video, we're going to be just talking about the Elevation, which is going to be their most premium upgraded series in a traditional gas fireplace. So let's start. We got it out of the box, obviously. This is a video of a 42-inch. Comes in a 36-inch, so you have two size options here. Right away, a few things that stand out to me is I really like that even though this is a big square box, they've really lifted that burner up. I'll show you a picture. We put a tape measure up to it, but that burner's already elevated off the floor. Because what happens sometimes when you have these big square boxes, you don't really fill out the firebox. So this really fills up the firebox nicely. So I really like how that burner and flame really gets up off the floor of the firebox. Second thing is I noticed that the log sets are very robust. So this is a nice full log set, which I was surprised by. Again, same idea as I liked how much it really filled up the firebox. And you can't really tell on this guy because we have the porcelain reflective panels in the background, which is the black reflective, but it's a very deep firebox. Now, I like deep fireplaces because I think the depth is what really helps authenticate or make it look like a traditional, real wood-burning fireplace. So I'm excited to put the Newport brick panels in here. I think when we get some brick panels in this, it's really going to show off the depth of this fireplace. And of course, just like some of the newer Napoleon series, we can do a ton of mix and matching. We have 4 or 5 different panels to choose from, red, gray, Newport, which is like an earth tone, black reflective. Same with the logs. We have this is the driftwood kit with the porcelain, which is a little more contemporary. You can do a standard split oak log set, which we'll do a review on that later. The birch white logs, which is super popular right now. So a lot that we can do with the decor of this fireplace. And I also like, just like all the other Napoleon units too, is this micro mesh that's on here is really, really fine. So it almost looks like there's no safety screen attached. What's really cool is they've taken some of the technology of their linear fireplaces called the dynamic heat control. What that means is we can divert some of the heat off the front of this unit and send it up into the cavity. What this allows us to do is to put combustibles tight to the fireplace. So that's a nice upgrade that this unit has gotten. So for example, we could put driftwood right to the fireplace if we wanted to, which is pretty cool. Now, one more thing we need to talk about when it comes to cosmetics, and then we'll move on to performance, is you'll see here is this is our finishing guides here. Now, what that means is our finishing material is going to come here. And even though this is nice clean lines, we do have this air gap a little bit here, which some people don't really necessarily like the look of. So let's say this was your stone or your drywall or your barnwood. So you'd have that here, a little bit of an air gap, and then the frame of your safety screen. So Napoleon makes a ton of cool frames in a bunch of different colors. So I'm going to grab one here and put it on. Okay, so I put this frame on. This does two things. Well, a couple things actually, cosmetically. One is now it hides that air gap. So your finishing material is going to sit right in behind it, which is really cool because now we have super, super tight, nice, clean lines. So it sort of cleans it up a little bit. Also with this frame is it's going to extend the actual frame of the firebox. So it's going to make it look even bigger. And then of course, cosmetic design. This is one of their charcoal finishes. It comes in a gunmetal, copper. You can do some accent bars, arches. So if you just want to dress up the front of it, it has some nice cosmetic appeal too. Okay, last cosmetic thing we need to talk about, which is a really cool upgrade because there's not a lot out there. Really, the Heat and Glow CLX series 8000, 6000. Regency just came out with a new one. but they're one of the few companies that has now in the Elevation series is that Ember Bed Lighting on the bottom. So I'll show you what I mean by that. I'll turn it off. So see, I shut it off on the bottom there. So I can turn that back on, and it sort of takes a minute to get going. And then what we did is we put some crushed glass over it to sort of darken it up to really look like a full cool ember bed, which is pretty cool. On top of that, we also have backlights, which you can't see that well because of the black reflective panels. You can see it better with some brick panels. So that's a nice cosmetic upgrade that this guy's gotten too. Now, when it comes to performance, there's a few things that this guy's gotten that I'm really excited about. One, it comes standard and loaded with a remote control, which does thermostat. Comes standard with a blower, which I have on right now, which you have 6 settings, which you can control here. And then my most favorite feature, though, is, again, there's not a lot out there that does that, but it has a split flow valve system. Now, what we mean by that is this thing is such a high heat output, it's going to be pumping heat into the room. What we can do is go over here, and I can shut the rear burner off, and I can really have a lot of temperature control, more so than a lot of other fireplaces. So what has Napoleon done in the Elevation series? We got in a deeper box, nice clean frame, big log set, ember bed, really high performance multi-stage burner system. What they've sort of done is they've really elevated the performance of this unit and really stepped up their game, and I would certainly classify this in a really high-end category, but they've done it at a very reasonable price point. So in my opinion, this is one of the better fireplaces for your dollar, hands down. If you like that luxury category, it's going to be really hard to beat this guy. Also, Bluetooth controls. You can control this whole system from your smartphone through the Napoleon eFire app. So again, this thing is just packed out with features for the price, and I'm really excited about it, really happy with it. It just looked really big when we took it out of the box, so it definitely has a luxury feel just with the nice big logs. Again, super realistic. I think it's going to compete with a lot of the high-end products and really take some of the sales away from some of the higher-end brands, because you get so much fireplace for your money in that high-end line. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. You can check out our other reviews. Check out our website at www.embersliving.com. Call or text our sales staff at 303-800-5659. Don't forget, if you're in the Denver metro area, come down to our showroom today and see these products in person for yourself. Thanks so much for checking out this video.
Hey guys, thanks so much for checking out this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, subscribe to our channel today, give this video a thumbs up, and stay tuned for more videos.